Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. No, I did not cut my hair. This is a wig and I can pretty much include this in my 2020 favorites because I think it's my favorite wig ever just because it is like my natural hair color. I always want to chop my hair this short and get bangs and I am never really brave enough to do that. So I can just pop this wig on anytime and live that fantasy out. No commitments. And that brings us to the point of this video, which is my 2020 favorites. And this year's definitely been not the greatest of years, to say the least. It's been a really hard year for a lot of people. And I just feel like I haven't been, obviously I haven't been going out. I haven't really been wearing makeup on my spare time, on my own personal time. It's basically to film, and I also haven't filmed a lot this year. It's just been like a whole big thing. So I don't have like a ton of new beauty favorites for 2020 just because I haven't really just explored a lot this year. I do have the things that I have used the most this year that I really love, that I continue to use every time I do my makeup, and that it's just things I really enjoy and continue to enjoy. A lot of them are probably repeats from last year. What can I do? If I really like something, I'm gonna keep using it. And I'm also going to include some lifestyle things that I liked about 2020, things that brought me peace in 2020, like support, if that makes sense. So with all of that said, long intro, let's jump into kind of like the lifestyle things that saved me in 2020 before we get into like the beauty products. So let's go. I think one of the biggest things, the biggest blessings of 2020 for me was probably moving into our new home. We moved in July, so we've been here for like half a year. It's been amazing. It's been a process. Obviously it's been hard, but you can't really complain. I feel like this is definitely the highlight of 2020 because it was drastically going downhill for me, and moving kind of helped a little bit. Another positive is my new camera that I film with. I definitely upgraded. I have lighting, I have a setup, it's a microphone, and hopefully the microphone is working because past couple of days, I don't know why, it literally has just not been working. I thought it was off, but it wasn't off. It just wasn't working. My lighting, my camera, the quality, everything like that, I'm very happy about that. It's definitely an upgrade for me, and that brings me to my beauty room in our new home. Like, I have a room all to myself. I can close the door, I have privacy, I'm just surrounded by my makeup, I can work, get in the zone. This has always been like a dream of mine to have my own space like this. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Hello. The last two things that kind of saved my 2020 like mentally was number one, Animal Crossing. In the beginning of this year, when everything went downhill, when quarantine started, I just on a whim bought Animal Crossing. I don't know why. I had no idea what it was. I really had no expectations whatsoever. But I got addicted. I played every single day for hours and hours and hours and hours on end. It saved my life. That sounds so dramatic, but I literally had something I was excited to do every day and to kind of build. It was like somewhere where I felt happy, and it really just preoccupied my time. And if I didn't have that, I really don't know what I would have done in our like little apartment. We have no backyard. We never get the sunlight in our apartment and things like that. So it was a very grim time. And I think that just really preoccupied my time in the best way possible. I haven't picked it up in months and I feel so bad. I feel like all my cute little villagers are gone and I hope they're still there. I could literally cry thinking about it. And I'm not going to. Like, I missed my birthday on it. I missed Christmas and the snow on it. I'm very sad right now. But we're gonna just move past this before I get emotional about Animal Crossing. And the very last thing is crocheting. I don't know, it just happened. I have crocheted many times in my lifetime, but never clothing. I just made scarves and hats and things like that. But I hadn't crocheted for a really long time. It's been years. And I just picked it up the last few months, and that's what I've been doing. That's what's been preoccupying my time most of the time, and I just feel like it's put me in so much of a better mental state of mind because it's something that I'm focusing like positive energy into, and it calms me, and I'm just like kind of like zen and relaxed, and you have no choice but to think and count your stitches and to create something. And I watch shows, movies, things like that. So it's like something I'm really happy that I was able to do. And I get so many messages and comments, people saying that I've inspired them to start crocheting too. That makes me really happy. But yeah, so that is kind of like my lifestyle, things I'm really thankful for this year that's really made it a little bit better. Granted, there's, you know, a lot of negative stuff that are still happening and that how I feel inside and all that jazz, but I wanted to focus on the positive. Let's jump into beauty products. I hope I have a good little collection of products here. I really tried to think hard and long about what I've used and liked this year. I honestly can't remember much of this year, especially when it comes to beauty products. I don't even know what I ate yesterday. But regardless, the products that I did pick out today are things that I have nonstop used this year when I do wear makeup. And even though I'm not going anywhere, which has kind of like hindered my wearing makeup to go out and not just to film, you know, it's kind of made it a little hard to fall in love with products and to use things a lot. Because when I'm filming, I generally like to use new stuff, so I don't end up focusing a lot on one product. This is a really big explanation just to get into things I've really liked this year. I'm so sorry, I apologize. Skin prep. The one thing I have used the most this year is probably the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. I am pretty much done. I have like maybe a couple little squeezes left of this. Will I repurchase? Maybe. I've kind of been thinking about it. I feel like this is one of those things I really liked. Haven't noticed a huge difference in my skin like a long term. I feel like my skin looks nice and moisturized before I put my makeup on, but I feel like I can get that with like a lot of different things and moisturizers. I just happen to always have this next to me. That's why I use it, but I use this all year. Next up we have foundation, and I feel like this is what I can confidently say has been my top 5 foundations of 2020. Some things I talked about in my 2019 that have trickled into this year because again, I haven't really played and tested a lot of new foundations, so this 5 is my top 5. These first 3 I've probably heard me talk about many times. These are amazing foundations that I have loved for a very long time and continue to love. These 5 are kind of just my rotation. I use whichever I'm in the mood for. So the first one is the Zoeva Authentic Skin Foundation. I have the shade 50N Beautiful. I absolutely love this foundation. Nobody talks about it. I have not seen one other person ever use this foundation. It's a beautiful finish that looks so skin-like on me. It does not get cakey, it does not get creasy, and it doesn't fall off my face in 2 seconds. It's just amazing. It's not matte or drying either. I would say it's more of like a natural to luminous, but not very luminous, like in a dewy way. I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. Highly recommend you guys check this out if you are into things like that. We have the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, probably one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I think it's amazing. This is very similar in my mind to my other favorite, which is the Urban Decay Stay Naked. I feel like they're pretty similar in the way that they look like on my skin. I can't say that they're exactly the same or like they're dupes, but I feel like they give me a very similar look. This also has been just amazing. Like, this is an amazing foundation. I love it. I'm shocked to even see how much of it I use, and I have a couple of other colors, so the fact that I'm like finishing foundations makes me feel really good. The last 2 foundations are actually new foundations of 2020 that I absolutely love. The first one is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I have the shade Salzburg Light 3.5. It's not really a good color for me. If I go up or down, still not going to be a good color for me. I feel like the NARS foundations pull very warm, kind of orangey on the skin, and I have a very weird skin tone. The foundation itself is beautiful. This is a very, like it says, soft matte. It makes your skin look perfect for photos, events. It just looks flawless, like gorgeous event makeup. If I want to take really great like editorial pictures and just have really good skin, I will generally pop this on. It's amazing. I really like it. Haven't used this in a little bit because I haven't worn foundation, but it's really good. And the very last, probably my favorite foundation of this year, what I'm wearing right now, is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. Fantastic, amazing, applause. Like they did it. They did it with this foundation. I'm happy to have you in my life. Thank you. It's just amazing. It makes your skin look very natural, not cakey, it's not drying, it doesn't separate on me. I just think it looks beautiful. I feel like I'm saying a lot of the same adjectives. I apologize, but yeah, this has definitely been my top of 2020. Favorite concealers of 2020. I chose the 3 that I kind of circulate between the most, I suppose. The very first one is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer. I use this all the time. Like, I really love this a lot. It's full coverage. It doesn't look heavy or dry. It's not cakey on me. It's just a really good full coverage concealer. And then the next one is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Amazing e.l.f. This is what I have on right now. It is fantastic. I think I have a little bit too light of a shade. My under eyes are a little too bright for me. I will definitely have to get a new one. This is Fair Warm, but I think this is an amazing concealer, especially like a drugstore concealer. It's fantastic. I like it better than the regular Camo. I don't really use that one anymore. This is it. And the last concealer is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. Love this. It kind of replaced my Colourpop No Filter concealer that I was obsessed with. I feel like this just gives me a little bit more coverage under me eyes. Okay, under my eyes, and it just, I love the finish of it. It's beautiful. Those were my 3 concealers. I'm gonna skip powder because I think we can all say it together. The only powder I've pretty much used this entire year is Laura Mercier, so we're just gonna skip over that. I will, however, say I have quite a few cream contour, cream bronzer products because I've really been enjoying doing that. I feel like it adds this dimension and color to my pale staying indoors skin, you know, and it's just made me feel a lot better. I talk about this 1,000 times. It's been in my beauty favorites for a long time, but it's the Huda Beauty Tantour I Have Fair. It's amazing. I've hit pan on this. I will definitely repurchase this when I run out. It's just such an amazing cream product, blends very nicely, and I love the tone of this. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand I Have Fair Medium. Again, such an easy product to use. It's like very overwhelming at first, but it blends fantastically. It's very lightweight. It doesn't add this like heaviness to your skin. I love the color. It's not warm. It's just kind of like a medium, more so like a cool tone. So it's perfect for contouring. I love this. I'm running out of this as well. Did I get this in 2020? I can't really remember because I haven't really shopped for makeup much this year, but this is the Tarte, what is this? Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seychelles. It blends beautifully. I love the tone. I love the color. It just looks amazing on the skin. I have it on right now. I don't think you guys are going to be able to tell, but it's fantastic. I purchased this myself. Can't remember when, but I've been really liking it a lot. And lastly, something new that I know that I got this year, and this is from Vanity Makeup, and this is the Sculpt and Glow Palette Light Trio. It has a sculpt, highlight, and a glow. It doesn't look very appealing, but you can tell what I've been using a lot of. It's just a really beautiful color. I love the tone. It's fantastic, very creamy, blends easily. This is kind of what I use to like really sculpt. The cream highlighters in here, like the shiny one and like the matte one, fantastic as well, but I just tend to use the contour more in this. As usual, it's getting pitch black dark at 5 p.m, so all my lighting is changing. Let's move on to powder, bronzers, blush, and highlight. For my bronzer, honestly, I can't really think of anything new this year that I just got really obsessed with. I feel like there's a lot of things I've been liking, but the one thing that like I recently, like not so recent, but like that I've been using a lot of is the Kimchi Chic bronzers. I went to Venice and I went to Malibu. Like, I just really like the way these go on my face. I love the soft matteness of it. It just, they're really nice powders and there are so many different shades. I've really been enjoying these. I'm wearing, I went to Malibu today on my face. This one right here. I just really like it. I don't know, these have been a really good bronzer. And you guys know my favorite of all time is the Jouer Suntan Sunlit Duo bronzers. Like, but I talk about that in like literally the past like 6-year favorites. Like, you know, for blush, I can confidently say that these 3 are probably my most used blushes of 2020. Looking back at like my Instagram posts, I'm literally always wearing these 3 blushes. So the very first one is by Dome Beauty, and this is in English Rose. Is the blush I have on right now. I love this color so much. It's such an effortless blush that just adds color to my cheeks without making any fuss, like really, honestly. It's just fantastic. In fact, I think we can just add a little bit more blush because why not? I just think it's such a beautiful shade. It's not too pinky, it's not too brown. It's just like a really nice mid-tone blush. I've just been adoring this. This blush, however, I think it's like one of my top used this year. It's from BH Cosmetics. It's the Vanilla Cream Truffle Blush Quad. This is what it looks like inside. I unfortunately broke a little bit of it, but I basically blend all of them together. These are my tones. They are all matte. I think they are sold out of this right now, or I don't know what. They do have a lot of other colors and they're all fantastic. This just happens to be my favorite one. I don't know if Ulta has it. I don't know. Keep your eye out for this. I know it's not discontinued. I just think the color is sold out right now, but it's amazing. I love it so much. Lastly, we have the BH Bellini palette. I use this a lot, especially when we moved and all my makeup was packed up. This is one of the blush palettes I was constantly using, but this is what it looks like. It's definitely something a little bit more on like the peachy, more summery coral side, but I loved mixing like these four together. It's just a really beautiful palette. Even this one's a really gorgeous color. I love the formula of the BH blushes. I do believe that this is still available. Wow, every year I usually have like 12 favorite highlighters, but I think I only have one this year, and it's the one that I just feel like I pick up the most when I'm doing my makeup, and it's the Milk Makeup Flex Highlight in Lit. It's what I have on right now. It's just amazing. Like, I don't know what else to say. It feels so silky. It's just stunning. I don't know. It's so easy to wear. It's not like overly glittery and sparkly. And I have been wearing my makeup for a while now, and it just kind of blends into your skin where it just looks like you're nice and dewy and glowy. You don't have like this weird strip of highlight on your face. I enjoy this a lot. Fantastic formula. It's stunning, and the colors, chef's kiss. Before we move on to like eyes and stuff, this is kind of like, it's a highlighter, but I don't use it as a highlighter. I use it as an eye topper, and that's the Fenty Beauty, what is it called? Diamond Bomb How Many Carats, and oh my god, it looks really gross. I promise it's just on there. Sorry, but it's just so magical. It's a sheer highlight that just deposits this wet sparkle. I have some of it on top of like my shadow right there, but oh my god, you guys, this is the most stunning thing ever. They recently came out with 2 more colors that I have been playing around with, but oh my god, this is like amazing. Eyebrow products, not the most exciting category to say the least, but these are kind of the things that I have used the most this year. First up is the Fenty Beauty MVP brow pencil that I've used so many of these. I've talked about them all the time, but it's just a really good little retractable pencil. I use the shade Dark Ash Blonde. It works right now, but I think when I finish this, is this done? Oh, it's finished. I think I will be ordering kind of like a more brunette tone next time. And then we have the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil in Dope Taupe, which has been one of my absolute favorite brow products for a very long time. Kind of like fell back in love with this. It's like the most perfect color. It's a very nice taupey neutral tone that goes with my blonde hair, goes with my dark hair. Just really like it. And something new that came out, I think this year, again, it's all a blur, but this is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP Sculpting Brow Wax Pencil and Styler. I was very confused about this product when I first got it. I was like, what the heck is this? So, oh god, this looks nasty. Hold on one second. I just have brow hair stuck to it. But one side is like this, kind of looks like a chapstick, but it's like a wax that you put over your brows, and it kind of gives you that brushed up look, and the other side has a little toothbrush looking thing that helps you kind of brush it up. I just think it's a cool product. It's kind of like that soap brow situation. Haven't tried soap brows before, but it kind of is like a similar vibe. It's not a super thick wax where it's like your eyebrows feel like they're glued to your face, but it does give it a nice hold and brushed up look if you like that. Lastly, I'm gonna put these together just because I recently started using these and it's what I have on, even though you can't really see my eyebrows right now, but you know, there's a brow. But this is the IT Brow Power Universal Taupe Pencil, which I have used this before years ago. Many times I've gone through this, but they sent me like a package of like their new brow stuff, and this was in it. Started using it again, love this. And this is the Brow Power Filler Volumizing Tinted Fiber Brow Gel. I've used this a couple times, and honestly, I was very like, what the heck is this product? But it looks like that. It's so strange, but it makes your eyebrows look really like natural and wet and like slicked. I very much enjoy it. It has a tint to it, but it's not like overwhelming. I don't know, I just really like it. It doesn't feel crunchy, but my hairs don't like really move that much. I don't know, it's just something I've been playing with and really liking, but I'm going to include it in here because I will continue to be reaching for this. Let's move on to eyeliners and mascara. So for eyeliner, liquid liner for anything like wing related, this is all I've been using. It's the Nabla Serial Liner Precision Liquid Waterproof Eyeliner. I absolutely love this. It's a brush tip applicator. I love these kind of more than the felt ones these days. Oh my god, this just gives you such a inky, glides on, precise, thin, pointy, just perfection of a wing. I love this. This is my second or third one already. I just amazing, like honestly bomb. For like my waterline or anything like that, I feel like I've only been using these, and it's also from Nabla Cosmetics. These are the Cupid's Arrow Full Color Stylo pencils in Arrow 3, Arrow 2. I have the black one somewhere. These are fantastic. I have this like burgundy color in my waterline right now. They're just so rich and creamy. Oh my god, they just glide on, and the brown and burgundy are the ones I use the most in my waterline. Love these. I can't say I have a favorite mascara of this year. I've used many. None have really blown me out of the waters, but the one that I feel like I've been really enjoying is the Nabla, oh god, I didn't realize everything was Nabla, Major Pleasure Mascara. Looks like that. It's what I have on right now. It just makes my lashes look really pretty. Don't know what else to say. It's great. Oh yeah, that's what I thought of at first, so I'm just gonna go with my first gut instinct. This next product is kind of like a miscellaneous product. It's like very random, but I use the heck out of this to the point where I think it's like pretty much almost gone. It's the Lime Crime Freckle Pen in Amber. I'm wearing it right now. It just looks so natural. It is beautiful. I even wear this without makeup sometimes just to make my skin just, I don't know, it's cute. I like it. It just looks very natural. You can make it look unnatural if you want, but I think it's just a really cool product. I use it a lot. Used it a lot this year, so we're including it in my favorites. Category eyeshadow. This was really difficult because, oh my god, I feel like I'm just repeating myself so much, but it's like the only explanation. I literally don't wear makeup off camera, especially eye makeup. I will literally just put some mascara and that Fenty sparkle, and that's it. Like, I call it a day. I don't mess around with makeup. Just, yeah, pretty much that. So this year has not been the eyeshadow type of year, but the palettes that I remember going towards or using the most pretty much were these. The BH Cosmetics Sweet Shoppe collection, just all of these. I think this was such an amazing launch. I don't like know what else to say. It's what I have on my eyes right now. I am wearing, I'll tell you, Orange Sorbet and Cherry on Top. These two palettes are on my eyes right now. This is Cherry on Top. I just love how every palette has a theme, you know? This is the Orange Sorbet. Look how beautiful. Like, they're just so nice, and the mattes are so buttery and pigmented. The metallics are like, wow, metallic, and I use them dry. You can only imagine. This is, what is this one? Bubblegum. Cotton Candy, one of my faves. Pistachio. I mean, look at those colors. You have like different variations of greens too. It's not just like one type. And you can guess, this is like one of my most used, but this is Sugar Cone, and it's just a, oh my god, it's just beautiful. These metallics are stunning. The mattes are so buttery. I think there's some of them are available right now. They just came back. They go really quick, and I'm not just saying that. Like, these palettes are so good. I definitely recommend them. I did this eye makeup so quickly today before I started filming, and I was just like, wow. It's just so fun to play with these colors and like mix and match the palettes. I don't know. It's just amazing, and I really like it. Can you guys believe it? That was it for eyeshadows. I just feel like I haven't played with a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and if I've reviewed something or did a video with an eyeshadow palette, that was probably the only time I used that eyeshadow palette, because outside of filming I don't wear eyeshadow lately. So it's like unfair to say like, oh, I love this Colourpop palette that I used one time in my video. Like, of course I loved it, but I just feel like I can't include it because I didn't use it a lot, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be really, really fair. High hopes for 2021 for a lot of beauty favorites. Also, I realized I didn't have a lot of Colourpop favorites, and it's not that I didn't like a lot of Colourpop favorites, is I wasn't on PR. A lot of people weren't on PR in the beginning of this year for a really long time. So I wasn't really getting anything new. They closed up for a little bit, all that jazz. So I didn't really get to play with a lot. And then finally, when I started getting sent things, I tried to keep up a little, and then I kind of went on hiatus on my channel. So that's when they started like pumping a lot of products again, and I didn't get to try a lot of them. So, you know, there was just so much drama. I didn't really get to explore as much makeup as I really wanted to. Anyways, let's move on to the last category, lips. This is gonna be so boring, but all I've literally reached for is lip liner and the Colourpop Luxe Lip Oil. These are my jam, like honestly. This, the Colourpop foundation, the BH blush, and yeah, pretty much that. Those three are my like wow of 2020. I'm like, dang, these were bombed, amazing, so happy. Will use for a very long time products, you know? So the lip oils are bomb. So lip liner, I always alternate between a lot of lip liners, but the ones that I've used the most this year, just because I feel like my makeup was all packed away for a very long time when we moved. I didn't really get to go into a lot of my stuff, so these came in the mail and I just non-stop use them. It's the Cosmetics Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liners. It comes in a couple more shades I can't find, but they're all just kind of neutral tones that fit my lifestyle, my needs, my wants, and it's what I'm wearing right now. I think I'm wearing the color Bunny with the Luxe Lip Oil in a Blossom Out. It's one of my favorite colors. It's just the perfect lip. It's so comfortable, fades gracefully, doesn't get nasty, just amazing, and it makes my lips look juicy. There's also one more lip liner I'm going to mention, but I can't find for the life of me. I looked everywhere. It might be in my purse, maybe, but it's the Colourpop Little One Lip Liner. All-time favorite. Like, that's just hands down, always will reach for that. It's like my lips but better, define, overline. It's just amazing. I totally almost forgot it's been sitting right here. I pulled it so I can talk about it, but it's a perfume. I thought I would just put like something I've been really liking this year, and this is the K. Ali Deja Vu White Flower 57 perfume. Oh my goodness, it's stunning, it's beautiful. First of all, the packaging is gorgeous. Like, it's just very luxurious looking. I've just been obsessed with this smell. It's like such a rich, musky, warm, kind of sweet, but like more musk. I don't know what to, like, a little bit of floral in there. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's definitely my favorite of this year. Will continue to be my favorite for a while. They also came out with a hairspray, not a hairspray, but a hair fragrance with this scent. It's great. This concludes the 2020 favorites. This pretty much concludes 2020. When you see this, it'll either be New Year's Eve or the new year, and I am just so in utter disbelief what this year has been. That is enough talking from me. I am done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments your 2020 favorites. Doesn't have to be beauty, and things that really got you through this year. Please, like, I am so interested to know like what you guys have been up to. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If I post this in the new year, happy 2021. If it's New Year's Eve, we're getting there. Can't believe this year's over. Like, thank God. Jeez. Don't forget, you guys can follow me on my Instagrams. I have quite a few. I will put them all over here. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I'd appreciate it so very much. And hit that little bell so you are notified when I post a new video and it pops up in your feed and you don't miss out. Oh, with all that said, you guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.